Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Rolling with the Punches. Today we have a special guest on. I think he made history last week. He's going to tell us all about it. And right now I'm going to hand it over to our colleague and my co-host and the man of the hour, Dave Contreras, out there in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hey, thank you, Jaime. Jeremiah, welcome to our show. I'm going to tell you, it's an honor to have you. I've been watching you for years, and you were telling me that you've been actually announcing a lot of fights for 20 years, right?
Yeah, I've been announcing generally as an announcer for 20 years for pro boxing and amateur boxing. I started announcing about 10 years ago, and good buddy of mine, Jesse Morales in Pasadena, Texas, man, he's the one that made it. He's the one that kind of nudged me. He's like, bro, you announce already. Why don't you love boxing? Go try it out. So I tried it out, and here I am.
Well, I'll tell you, San Diego. I'm originally from San Diego. I'm living in Fort Lauderdale. Aquí tienes tu casa in Fort Lauderdale, but I moved here a year ago. But in San Diego, when we'd be watching the fights, the Golden Boy fights, where you'd make a lot of the announcements, the zone, you would have 15, 20 guys just sitting there, man, listening to you. And one of the things that made you famous, at least in San Diego, was those rings. Those big golden rings that you wear. And, a lot of us used to say, I wonder if it's a WBC, WBA ring. I wonder if it's a Super Bowl ring, but I just want to tell you, in San Diego, you're very popular. In Tijuana, you're very popular. And we're going to make you popular here in Fort Lauderdale also.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's an honor to be on the show. And I'm ready to spill everything out. Whatever you need me to talk about, I'm here for it.
All right. Okay. Jaime.
Well, Jeremiah, real quick, so you're from Houston, Texas, is that correct?
I am born and raised in Houston, and I live in Austin, Texas now, where I call home.
Austin, right on, beautiful out there.
Oh yeah.
So Jeremiah, basically, man, there was some controversy last week.
Yeah.
With the fight with Jacobs and Rosado at the end. There was kind of like a Steve Harvey moment, and it's like life happens, man, and actually shit happens. And as a matter of fact, we just want to hear what happened.
Yeah. So as a ring announcer, it's a special thing. Anybody can be a ring announcer, right? But to really be in there in the thick of it, in the middle of it, you got thousands, maybe millions of people watching you, and especially during these COVID fights, oh my God, totally different. You got no fans going on. Your brain is like, you can see all these seats, and you can see the big jefes right in front of you, like and I'm trying to be in my zone here and there. So, I can personally say that as a ring announcer myself, we don't get nervous, but we get these butterflies, these small little butterflies. The adrenaline starts kicking in, your juices are flowing. You want to do a good job, right? And as for me, I have a ritual, I keep that to myself, but I have a ritual that I do, and I didn't do it that day, which is out of all fights, I didn't do that ritual because I completely forgot about it. And I told myself, nothing's going to happen. It'll be fine. Well, man, it happened for sure. So, everything was going smooth throughout the fights. I don't believe I made any other errors as far as that, but as I was leaving my chair, the fight was over. All 12 rounds were over. I looked at my chair, and I usually take my fight card note with me inside the ring. I said, nah, I'm not going to do it. I was like, I'm not going to do it because I know where they come. I know what city they represent. Dumb idea. So I have my they give me the scorecard, I'm announcing the score correctly. And I take that little pause. As then I'm scanning around, and I have, my mic's slow. Oh, by the way, I brought my microphone here. I'm gonna do something once we're done here. So I have my microphone, and and I say, and I look right at Rosado. And as I'm turning, and I know in the back of my mind, I'm saying, representing Brooklyn, Brownsville, New York. And I'm wearing my Mike Tyson shirt. So, hopefully the folks out in Brooklyn can forgive me, and Brownsville can forgive me. But I said from Philadelphia, and man, the first thing I saw was Rosado with his hands up in the air. I'm
Yes,
like,
it did.
no,
Exactly.
no. Oh my God, my heart just sank, and I see Danny Jacobs start walking towards me. I won, right? I'm like,
Uh,
from Brooklyn. Yeah, oh my God. I, man, you can imagine I had that Steve Harvey moment, and I wanted to get out of that arena so damn bad, like fast. I was like, give me my damn check and ya me voy la chingada. I wanted to leave so bad, and I was like, and I apologized to the head guy Sean, and I wanted to go apologize to the other guy Kevin, who runs the show as well, but I couldn't do it, man. It was just so embarrassing. It was just like everybody was just staring at me, and they knew that I screwed up. And at that moment, as I got out of the ring, I knew at that moment I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna become a meme somehow.
yeah.
Something's gonna happen. And what happens? Yep, I start getting all these messages, and oh my God. So I immediately went into my hotel room, and I put out an apology video for it. So I think that was necessary, especially not only to, Eddie Hearn and Kevin and Sean, but to the boxing fans all over. Cause that was mass confusion right there at that point. So
How'd they take it? How'd they take your apology?
the Sean guy, he all he said, his heart jumped out and freaked out. Kevin, I have not heard from Kevin. Eddie Hearn seems like, he's Eddie Hearn. He's gonna be cheeky about it, and he was cheeky about it on his tweet. He just says that I was the highlight of the night, which was, I mean,
Which was good.
unintentional.
You know
Which
what?
is
You know
good.
what, Jeremiah? It was good because it was a very boring fight. And I'm telling
Yes.
you, that
Yeah.
actually that woke me up. I was sitting
Yeah.
right here watching this fight, literally nodding. And when that happened, that woke me up. So thank you. That
Oh, no
was
problem.
yes.
Glad I can serve the masses with with the screw up, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. People make mistakes.
Yeah.
A lot of ring announcers. It takes a lot of guts to be inside that middle of the ring. It really does. It's not easy. Any ring announcer can tell you that it's easy to be in that ring, but it's not. You want to bring a perfect show, at least close to perfect, but
Yeah.
do your best in there. Heck, even Michael Buffer screwed up before, and other ring announcers. But you know what? We're professionals.
Mhm.
We own it and we move on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But I do want to get on this show and just kind of lay it out and let people know that I screwed up. I own up to it. And
Mhm.
if it ever happens again, I'm not gonna put it any attention to it. But because boxing fans, especially those cruel boxing fans out there, they're gonna give you what their thoughts about it. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Well, brother, it takes a man to basically say what you're saying right now.
Right.
So we appreciate that. We appreciate you
Thank
coming
you.
on. I mean, just coming out and saying, hey, I messed up. But
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, man, boxing fans, we're human.
Yeah.
We screw up every day.
Yeah.
Pro athletes do it. Police do it. Teachers do it. Everybody does. We mess up. That's what makes us human. We're not robots.
Absolutely.
So unless they want robots out there announcing here in the future, expect that to happen more, and not
Yeah.
just from you. I'm talking from anybody out there that steps in that
Right.
ring.
Right.
And so anyway, man, I thank you for that, man. I really admire you coming on and just saying, hey, what can I do, man? I can't take it back,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. And you know what? Sometimes there's a blessing in disguise, my brother. So this might be your ticket to to become worldwide known. I mean, you're already internationally known now, worldwide. And who cares, man? I mean, everybody forgave Steve Harvey, right?
Oh yeah, they forgave him, and they still give him shit nowadays. But you know what? He takes it with a grain of salt, and just he laughs it off.
Hey, we need to all get together and maybe go on Family Feud.
Oh man, I am down for that. know,
Yeah.
and if I mess up your names, that's on purpose.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Jeremiah, we as Chicanos, we're very proud that we have a Chicano there. We have a Mexican American there representing us. And I hope and I pray that this opens many doors for you.
Thank
That
you.
not only the zone, but other, platforms are open for
Right.
you because you represent us very well. And once
Thank you.
again, like Jaime said, you're human. We're all human and we make mistakes.
Thank
And yeah, you make us very proud. De veras, gracias de corazón on behalf of all the raza. Yeah,
Appreciate
definitely.
that. And before you guys go, I got to do something
Mhm.
for the masses out there. So we're gonna rewind this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's fix the. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Silver Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, we go to the judges' scorecards. Blah blah blah. And for your winner by split decision, from Brooklyn, Brownsville, New York, the Miracle Man, Danny Jacobs.
Yeah, all right.
I had to redeem myself, man. This is the first
just
time
did.
I'm going to be redeeming myself, and this is on the show with you guys. So
Yeah, thank
Rolling with
you.
the punches, baby. Rolling with the punches.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's
Hey,
it.
Jeremiah, we have one last question for you.
Sure.
Predictions. This week we got a great fight coming up.
Oh,
we
yeah.
have Spence and Garcia. What's your prediction? Both outstanding
Man.
fighters. And I know that you've probably met both of them, right? Before?
I've
You
met
talked
one of
to
them. Yes, I've
Okay.
met Danny before.
Yeah.
I was actually at his fight here in Houston. This is a while back. Actually, it was with El Terrible
Morales.
Morales. Eric Morales. Yes.
Uh-huh.
His very last fight. And man, so my prediction, it's gonna be a hell of a fight, I think, but I don't think there's gonna be a stoppage. I think this might go the full, but I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say unanimous decision, Earl Spence, only because he has the advantage, man. He's at home. He's at home. He's home in
Yes.
Texas. So yeah, UD for sure for Spence, but it's gonna be a heck of a fight. Like I said, my prediction, it doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
that's who I have. Earl Spence as the winner. So yeah,
Perfect.
I don't know. What do you think?
How about you, David?
You know what? I'm after Spence was involved in that car accident.
Yeah,
To me, for whatever reason, this is a fight to see if there was any traumatic effect, not only to his jaw,
yeah.
psychologically, because I mean, flying through the air, landing,
Oh yeah,
losing all his teeth, breaking his jaws, and
was a lot.
the psychological trauma affected to that. And Danny hits like a mule. And if Danny
Yeah.
connects and just hits that jaw again, I mean, I think that could be a knockout. Based on that, I agree with you. I think it's going to be unanimous decision, Spence. But if Danny with that left hit, if he just tags him, the fight's over. And I don't know if,
Yeah,
and I hope Spence recovers from that and comes back. But I mean,
hope so,
Danny
too.
does hit very, very hard. So
Yeah.
I'll go with you, unanimous decision. But I think it's going to be a great fight, an outstanding fight.
yeah, absolutely.
What about you, Jaime?
I see Danny has a little bit of an edge with experience and being in that main light. So that's going to help him. Spence, like Jeremiah said, has that hometown advantage.
Yeah.
Texas don't mess around, so that's going to be huge for him.
Yeah,
But I think I'm not going to predict. I'm going to just make my own call after about the first 2 rounds. I think I need to see how Spence reacts when he gets hit, because like you said, that accident, I know it had to take some kind of toll on him. Once again, he's human.
right.
But I think if that accident wasn't in place, I have Spence all the way, just because he's one of the stars of boxing right now.
Yeah.
Danny's on his way out now. If it was Danny in his prime and Spence in his prime, I'd have to go with Garcia.
Sounds good.
One last question, Jeremiah. Your top 5 pound for pounds. Top 5 pound for pounds.
Oh man, woo. The first guy I'm gonna say. You mean since I've been around?
No,
Or
currently.
you talking about
right
presently?
now, right now.
Okay. Man, that's a good one. For sure, Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
Man. Let's see who else I could think. Delfimo for sure, but I don't know if I want to put him in either number 2 or number 4, number 5.
Mhm.
Man, nobody's really ever asked me that. I can't really
Really?
think.
I'm surprised.
But I will say something.
Yeah.
I will say something.
Mhm.
Do you think? Let me ask you this. Do you think that Ryan Garcia has a chance to be in not just in that top 5, but like top 10 by the end of 2021? Somebody asked me that today, and I thought about that. I was like, I don't know, man. He hasn't fought for a world championship, or anything like that. But do you think he will kind of totem pole make his way up to the ranks eventually?
I think if he beats Luke Campbell,
Yeah,
his next fight should be Haney, and after Haney, it should be Teofimo.
that's it.
I think if he
That's
fights
it.
Teofimo in 2022, I think
Uh-huh.
that's going to take him where Oscar was, or even probably higher than where Oscar was. But I
Yeah.
think after this fight, if he wins, which I think he will, but I think it's going to be a hard fight for him. I think Haney should be the next fight, and then Teofimo. And I think that yes, I do believe that he will be one day top 10. What about you,
Top 10.
Jaime? What do you think?
I don't know about 2021. I think
Mhm.
COVID's going to still be lingering with us,
Yeah.
and slowing some of those fights that need to happen. And hopefully we get past that soon. But if it does, I'm looking at 2022 of him starting to break that top 10.
Yeah.
He's definitely a huge prospect
Right.
as far as a top 10 fighter. I mean, he has everything. I mean, let's give it to him. I mean, he has a beautiful style. He has he's a carita.
Yeah.
He has everything, man. He's a marketing vehicle. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
he has what it takes. I just hope that they don't move him up extremely fast. I think he has a lot of growing to do, and
Yeah.
but he definitely has the tools, man, and the heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And before you guys go, I want to
Yes.
do something for y'all.
Mhm.
So I gotta, because I take this microphone everywhere I go. I've actually,
I love that mic.
I remember being at Whataburger here in Texas and ordering with my ring announcing voice.
Really?
Number 2, please. Number 2.
So
And now, fight fans around the world, from here to your house, to your phone, or wherever you may be, you've been watching Rolling with the Punches TV. And I'm your host, or one of your hosts, ring announcer Jeremiah Gallegos, and I will be back.
Oh,
Right on,
man,
Jeremiah.
thank you very much, man. Do you mind if we use that? Is it okay?
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you, man. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jeremiah, thank you very much. We tell you that from the bottom of our heart.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
if you're ever in Fort Lauderdale, aquí tienes tu casa. If you're in Riverside, I know Jaime, you have his
Yeah.
house. Estamos aquí para tus órdenes. Whatever you need us for, we're here
Awesome.
for you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you
Gracias.
very much. Jaime.
Thank you, Jeremiah.